Big 12 regular season title. Last weekend locking it down after handling Arizona State in the red against this ultra-talented Texas Tech team. It's going to help your RPI. It's probably going to help BYU's RPI just to start in the pitcher circle and stare down a very talented trio leading things off for the Red Raiders in Davis, Elder.
Especially coming back from an injury, and she really got started like halfway through this season.
Davis, Texas native, stares down the first pitch of the game from Matez. Then both of these squads hoping that it continues into the NCAA tournament. Ripped hard down into right field on the ground, and a leadoff single for Maya Davis. She pulls back and rips a single on the ground into right field. Runner on first, no.
All weekend long, and see who's able to take that stolen base or get thrown out on the stolen base.
Elder laces a ball into the left center field gap. That'll bring around the first run of the game. Scoring easily is Maya Davis, and it's 1-0 Red Raiders.
He's going to be able to beat that and score a run.
Check swing. Quick throw.
Mata is getting a check swing, and Kamoku, like you said, really had to hustle down there and get a throw off to secure that out for BYU.
Third on the play, and the throw over to first. Maybe outside, 2-1.
And Langoliers right now just looking for some she can drive to that right side or something she can hit deep for a sacrifice fly to bring another run across for Texas Tech.
Like 8 home runs. How about that from Gianna Matez? Big strikeout against the Red Raiders.
And looking at this Texas Tech lineup, they have 5 lefties out there today. Could be a little bit why we're seeing a lefty pitcher from BYU. Lefty on lefty is one of those harder.
With 2 down on the ground. Play has made it short, and BYU minimizes the damage. Nigeri Kennedy, very much at the top of her game. .88 earned run average on the season. Faced BYU, won against BYU, now obviously wearing the black jersey with the red accents. Owens, and a nice play, made it shortstop to retire her at first. That ball hit fairly deep. 2-2 to Haley Morrow, BYU shortstop. And she loops it. Softly, easy play at third base is made for out number 2.
By that home run ball.
2-2 with 2 down, and the base is empty, and Kennedy wins the first battle against the talented Ilove Brittingham. Strikeout to end things against Johnson to lead off here in the top of the second. Softball America. She's batting .299 this season, Taylor, and has produced 7 home runs. And rips it on the ground past the diving shortstop. It is slowed down in left field, but that'll be plenty of. It's hit on a line. Agbayani makes the catch in left field, and Holloman hustles back to second base. There's 1 down. .303 average on the season, and now facing the 1-1 on the ground.
She's a good threat at the plate, can bunt.
They field it. Milkowski throws her out at first.
And I really wish we had a speed gun for how hard Nigeri Kennedy is throwing. She is really bringing the heat. The glove is popping. Great discipline at the plate by Milkowski.
Payoff is high. And Kennedy immediately taps herself and says, that's my fault.
2 walks, which like we talked about earlier, Kennedy doesn't really walk people, so Very impressive by Milkowski, and hopefully BYU can use that.
Coming into her own in the back half of this season offensively. Behind the fastball from Kennedy, it's 1-2 this season. The 2-2, change up to Hopper. Oh, and it took a funky bounce there off the dirt. 2-2 offering. Hit weakly, this could be 2, and the Red Raiders turn it to get out of the inning.
And you know she wants to go after Elder after she hit that double off the wall off of her in the first inning. Donna Mate is looking to improve, hit her spots a little bit more, and keep up the good work.
To Elder. And did they rule that in play?
I think so.
Put Elder back into the box. So foul ball, and now it's baseballs were just being crushed out of Coors Field. Lined into left field, and that falls in front of the glove of Alea Agbayani. So Lindemuth picks her spot.
And off the bat, I wondered if Agbayani would get to that, but just lands in front of her. But she does a really good job keeping the ball in front of her, even though she goes.
Alexa Langoliers is the batter now, and that pitch is wild and gets away from Milkowski. Not much the BYU catcher could do there. So the review continues to determine if Lindemuth did indeed leave early. On the third baseline to see if Langoliers went around. She is ruled to have not, so it's 3-1, hitters count with the one out and yet another runner in scoring position for the Red Raiders. And it's a walk drawn by Langoliers. Runners safely on first and second now. To the plate. Allred grounded out to shortstop in her first at-bat.
And with that one out, we may see Texas Tech do that bunt and try and move runners from first and second to second and third, 2 runners in scoring position.
That is hit up the middle.
Score the run. Textbook play for Utah Tech. And Milkowski did a great job of making sure she caught that ball behind the plate, almost hitting Johnson. She moved out of the way, but she made sure that she got a glove on that and that it didn't get by her.
2-0. Runners go, still attempt, and sliding under the tag safely. And that's past the glove of Kayla Kamoku. 1 run will score. Second is waved around, and that's not going to be in time. It's a lockdown victory. Once again hitting. She... The 0-2. Milkowski, snap throw down to second. The 1-2. And Kennedy lines out. Valdez, a junior, batting .277. And Valdez is hit by a pitch. The count 0-2.
And a good approach from Mades, even though a couple runs have been scored this inning, coming out, getting herself in a pitcher's count, throwing those strikes early is very beneficial to her.
Wide open. It's not going to happen. 152 2/3 innings pitched thus far. Another 3-2 and another strikeout for Nigeri Kennedy. She works it in her favor to strike out 123. And in on the left side, takes strike 1 from Kennedy.
Delivering the pitch, she had just worked so quickly.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Nyjah.
And this is where BYU needs to start making those adjustments. They've all got a chance to see Kennedy. They know what she's doing. She's pounding that inside quarter, throwing rise balls, and throwing lots of strikes. And just having an aggressive approach and not being late to the ball and getting jammed up is going to help.
Another 2-2. Check swing, and this time Owens goes around. The bunt at home plate, and so that ball.
Mares is going to find more and more success if she's getting ahead in those counts. And so far, the last two batters, she's thrown a lot more strikes early in the counts, which is going to be very helpful for her.
Scoring note, Taylor, the error has been wiped off the board for BYU. 2 runs that were unearned are now earned for Mares, so all 5 have been earned. And Elder, well, that's just one of those really, really frustrating walks for BYU sophomore season. Lindemuth on the ground. No play for Mansfield at second.
And you wonder if she really was going to bunt that ball. 2 outs right now. She's the cleanup position for Texas Tech would have her bunt right now.
Good pickup by Mansfield at second. Well, she's ahead in the count, 0-2 against Morrow.
Very nice facilities and a great crowd tonight. And like you said, really good weather.
Popped up, and scoop catch is made by Valdez. And a changeup is rocked into left field. Home run number 19 on the season for Elo Brittingham. BYU on the board.
And honestly, not a bad idea from Kennedy. Just got Brittingham swinging and missing on the changeup the pitch before, so why not push that ball out of the park? I think it hit the trees in the air.
No doubter from Ilovea Brittingham, the home run leader in the Big 12, with her 19th bomb of the season. On the ground, deep in the hole at short. And how about another solid play from Tony? Checks 1-1. All red, and that will find a hole up the middle as it rolls into center field for a leadoff single. A little breezy, that wind still blowing in toward home plate. The 2-2. Kamoku wanted the force out at second. 11th stolen base on 13 attempts this season. Ball and no strikes with 1 down, and Kennedy may have just helped herself again. Another insurance run.
And Kennedy puts a great swing on it. She has some serious power, not only when she's pitching, tell she swings hard.
She's hitting over 300 now for the season with today's efforts, and now has driven in 27 runs in her 70 at-bats. Valdez flew out to left field in the second inning, was hit by a pitch in the third, and now is in the air into right. And has her 4th strikeout of the game. That'll end the top of the 5th. 2-2, fly ball, left field.
And Niger doing a good job spinning that ball just up and out of the reach of Agbayani, but she has produced offensively for BYU this year.
Townsend, this should be no problem for Kennedy, and she secures the catch for out.
Middle of the field, and they've done that on almost every BYU hitter.
Rise ball, strikeout again. 7th of the game for Nigeria Kennedy. Understandably hoping that Mares can build off this performance against the best team in the Big 12. Kamoku at third base, and it's not even that there was a hesitation.
Do you see that?
Unless there is a bobble, yes.
But I think she...
Above the bag by the time that ball gets into Udall Woolley's glove.
Catcher was hustling down the line on that ball. Just a great effort by her for Alyssa Aguilar. Going up against the great hitter, Elder up to bat. Senior having a good game against BYU tonight.
And a strikeout for Aguilar. Pitching rotation.
Absolutely.
It's not off. I'm without words. Taylor. Lindemuth is the batter. Hit well into the gap. One hops to the wall. She'll round first and be held up at second. A stand-up two-out double for Bailey Lindemuth.
It was placed well on that outside corner, but she goes with it. And a one hopper to the wall.
2-1 to Langoliers.
And really seems to be going to that changeup quite often. But it seems to be one she has really good command of and is throwing often.
Langoliers 0 for 2 with a walk drawn, popped up, and Udall Woolley is called off.
Girls doing that. It's been a really great year for them so far.
That one is slapped, and safe is Miranda Mansfield. Oh, I mean, mate, that's tough to tell when the...
Totally.
But that angle almost looks a little favorable to Texas Tech. The bottom of the 6th, and Lily Owens has drawn a walk. Runners on first and second.
Throws it right down to her like, yeah, obviously we should be tagging Mansfield out at second, but it definitely appeared to be.
But it was, and they say that Owens went around.
Especially because then Lily Owens goes on to strike out in that at bat.
Off the glove of Lincoln, and Morrow beats out the...
And we just saw that pitching change, and part of me wonders if that's because Brittingham was coming up to bat.
Well, that's really difficult to overcome that if you are BYU's offense. Throw it to second, they made that happen, so credit to the Red Raiders staff. Nizeri Kennedy has 2 RBIs and has produced 2 of the 6 Red Raiders runs. She's batting over 300 for the season. Kennedy, well hit ball. Out of here! Her 8th home run of the season. And the two-way player, the two-way megastar strikes again. It is 8-1.
She muscled that ball over the fence. I mean, it was a changeup. She sat on it, but you can tell she really put a lot into that swing. And like you said, just like dominating this game. And that ball from Valdez just hit perfectly on that left field line, rolled clear over to BYU's bullpen in foul territory.
Jennings lines it up the middle. This could produce another run. Owens throws into Udall Woolley, who is covering as the cutoff, but Davis 1 for 4. And there is a tag applied by Mansfield.
Some teams do it, some teams don't.
The 1-1, Lincoln. Little chopper. Udall Woolley will flip over to first, and Mansfield.
But also, if you're them, you can't help but have tons of confidence going into this bottom of the 7th inning.
Limited time this season. 11th ranked pitcher in the entire 2024 class according to extra innings, and Milkowski is empty, no outs to the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 7th, Milkowski. And Milkowski draws the leadoff walk. So Gonzalez delivers her strike to begin her at-bat. Big Taylor, she was batting in the low 100s at that point, but this time Gonzalez pulls the string on a changeup and gets Kamoku on strikes. And Flanders, this could be a game-ending double play. No, it is offline.
Different setups in the infield all night, but first baseman for Texas Tech, Allred, is just really over towards second base. Not even close to that right field line right now.
Once again, BYU down to their final strike. Texas Tech trying to win their 7th game in the last 8. And pick up victory number 41 on the season. That one is low and wild. Gets away from Valdez. The 1-2. Up the middle. And that'll bring in 1 run. Flanders scores to make it 9-2. And the Cougars. Payoff pitch. Turlington. That's going to drop in the gap. 2 runs are going to score for BYU, and a 2 RBI pinch hit double. Pitching rotation of a unique sort. Close it out. Change up on a line, and that'll do it. A hard hit ball. Maya Davis makes the catch to secure the win. And Texas Tech has now picked up their 41st victory of the season.